Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the London Bulldogs. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the London Bulldogs. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This one taken just inside the 10, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. And the offensive unit now for the Jaguars.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Lawrence looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, Can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Ready. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, it's Baker, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago. And last week in that victory, they were pretty good. Probably a pretty easy film session, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just roll into film, take your popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show because they played well. I can just tell you from experience, after a win is when coaches come down on you harder, because they want to emphasize all the mistakes that happened. Because you won, you're in a good mood, they want to bring you back to earth. Oftentimes you walk out of there and you ask your teammate, did we win last week?
So my assumption was wrong. I learned something. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready. 8, read. Single, slot.
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This offense has a lot to account for, but at the top of the defense's list is OBJ.
I'm not sure how you really game plan for him because no matter what you do, he finds a way to uncover himself downfield. And the speed gets it from his mom, a former sprinter at LSU.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken from just outside the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On second down, here's Fournette. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Let's go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On the double. Come on. You better bring it. Check 37. Check 37. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Baker. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Lawrence. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. He completes it to Westbrook. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio that should ever be in any discussion.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. Hey, he's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
38 yards on the scamper there.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
six, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The previous play is under review.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's able to put it through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
56, check 56. Drop deep, drop deep.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Elliott, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. 2nd and 2.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here we go. Sturdy base. Shoot.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hey, let's go.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings squaring off against the New Orleans Saints. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. So here is the home side to take over on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Back to throw here. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And this is unfortunately for him a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed, uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. The open man is Westbrook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Here's the party now.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you can't score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. Fresno.
He'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Go now. 70, Indy.
On 2nd down now, it's Baker, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Looking to throw. Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you in the spot you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
Now back to throw. So left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 5. Just a 4-play drive that time. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Lawrence. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Come on, set. AT Gator.
On 3rd down, Baker. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Open man right side is Shark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw here. And some room to roam now. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, score! Touchdown! Touchdown, baby, yeah!
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. They'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Looking to throw. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
previous play is under review.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Again, he'll drop to throw. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, second down. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. 2nd and 1. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So that drive goes 8 plays. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
You got 3. You got defense.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
We won it. Come to Malta. Go.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? unfinished business because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.